Good morning. Starting off day 3. I'm a little sleepy today. Didn't get to bed as early as I should. And paying the price for it now. But I think it's going to be a good day. A little overcast today, but the sun's trying. We'll see. Hopefully we'll get a little sunshine on us. Feeling real good. But I will check back in with you when I'm getting loaded up, as always. And I'm not sure what we'll be talking about today. I start a lot of my days with something on my mind, and today I feel pretty clear-headed, which is a good thing. So maybe that's just a result of the work I've been doing paying off. You know, the meditation, the mindfulness practices, the mind empty practices could be a result of that, which would be wonderful. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about those types of practices, and I'll see what comes to me as I'm getting my day started. But talk soon. Perfect, thanks. I helped the guy with 4 cars. You called out 2, right? I had 4. Damn, you want a dolly? No, I'll be alright. Thanks, man. So, picked a bad day to be tired. I got a kind of a bitch of a route. A lot of stops in a tough area. So, we'll see how it goes. I got to keep a good pace today, so I might not be showing as much of the process, but this is a good exercise for me because I had an expectation of my usual route. I was disappointed to see it was different. And that's one of the things I've been trying to work on is expectations and working through disappointments like that. And obviously, this is mild on the scale of disappointments, but it's the small everyday practice that leads to better performance and a better attitude when it really matters and when it is warranted. So I'm going to try to keep a good mind about it, keep a good attitude, and keep a good pace today. So I'll check in with y'all in a few hours after I eat lunch. Peace. Well, I've been busting, moving as fast as I can, really. Had a few hang-ups, but actually a little bit ahead of schedule. The area is not as bad as I have been used to in previous times I've been around here. So, yeah, good day. I've been doing good, staying present, not getting too frustrated with the job and the situation. So, yeah, time to eat lunch. And hopefully we'll have some time to chat a little later. Just finished my lunch. Good sub. Enjoyed it. And I'm just thinking about how today is a really good example of how far I've come in my journey to be happy and content with what I have. Because I think a year or 2 ago, I probably would have spent this whole day pissed off that I was not on my usual route, that I was in this area, that the circumstances were what they were. You know, I've had some more challenging stops today with some hiccups along the way, but nothing serious. And that's what I'm trying to say is that, you know, life should be more lighthearted. Life should be a little bit more playful. And I've gotten so much better at looking at it that way and just accepting circumstances as they are. Being present in my day and taking what comes along as just another step, you know, one foot in front of the other. think it's really gratifying to be in this position now, to feel like I'm not just a constant slave to my emotions and my feelings. Because trust me, I'm still stuck in my emotions and feelings plenty, but I got to get back to it. I want to talk a little bit more about how I got to where I am and how maybe you can too. So I'll see you soon. Now this is crazy. I'm about to be delivering on a fucking island. What the hell is that about, dog? Oh, something new. Just finished eating my snack, I guess you'd call it. Had a little salad for my end of my day eating, end of my work shift snack. I got about 15 stops left and I'll be done. I'm trying to stretch it out though. This is my last day of the week, so I want to get those hours in and not skip myself on the paycheck too much. Even though I'd love to be home, relaxing, doing whatever, I can't just give up the extra cash when I could really just be making money for sitting in the truck at a certain point. I'll take my last 15 stops pretty slow, and it'll be good. Finish out the day solid. It's starting to rain and get a little cold out, so I'm glad that I can take it slow, spend a little time in the truck to warm up between stops, and should be an easy end of the day. Now, I want to chat a little bit before I finish out, but I've noticed with my past couple of videos, I am talking a bit too long, so I'm going to try to shorten the yap sesh down to 5-6 minutes, and I think I should be a little more succinct, because I do tend to get lost in thought once in a while, especially once I get going on something I'm passionate about. So what we were talking about earlier was, the habits and the actions that I took to gain this greater sense of control over my reactions, just not living so controlled by my emotions and feelings, and what it took to become more present and live life not so distracted and stimulated all the time, and learn to enjoy just peace and quiet and doing my thing, whatever that is, especially on work days. It's a skill that has really started to pay off for me. Only in recent times has it started to make me feel like content and happy, even on a work day where I wake up not really feeling like doing it, to get my day started, and it's good. So it's gonna sound silly and unrelated to all this probably, and also maybe a bit hypocritical since I'm here making YouTube videos, but the number one thing I would say everyone should start with, that was such a big catalyst for me as a starter, was getting rid of your social media. Delete your Instagram, your Snapchat, your TikTok, your everything. The only thing I kept was YouTube, because I like to watch YouTube videos, and although there are shorts and it does take me some self-control to not spend too much time in there. The long-form videos are much less of a hyper-stimulation, damaging kind of thing than this type of stuff you watch on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. Also, to go along with that, if you're someone who struggles with over-sexuality, so much of social media is hypersexual nowadays. Advertisements, posts. So it helps a lot to move away from those things. If you can do that and you can reduce your screen time by really as much as you can, it's a slow process, but don't take your phone with you to the bathroom. Don't look at your phone while you eat. And I also stopped looking at my phone every time that I had, a moment of quietude, between conversation breaks with people, or you know what I mean, in those short moments where you're waiting in line or whatever, just exist. Don't pull out your phone, and you'll start to notice you're more present. And it does take time. Don't think you're going to start today and tomorrow you're going to be feeling way better. This is years of progress that I've made, but those are a couple things that were basics that really set me on the right path. Once I got those things together, I started to meditate, and I've been off and on with meditation for a few years now, recently on pretty consistently, and that is such a valuable skill. It's much like working out and going to the gym. It is something you just have to do over and over and over, get your repetitions in, and you will find your mind becomes stronger and more resilient and better at doing that exercise of meditation. Kind of in the same vein, like we said, meditation's like going to the gym. Going to the gym is another huge thing. It's forced discomfort and forced effort, which are two things that are really important, I think. Forcing yourself to be uncomfortable, forcing yourself to work through pain and struggle like that. It's also great for releasing endorphins and bringing you a sense of accomplishment. And if you tell yourself, I'm going to the gym, and you follow through, you start to build a pattern of trust in yourself. That's a huge, huge thing that I have started to develop over the past few years that I never had, that is life-changing. It used to be that I would tell myself, okay, I'm going to quit porn, okay, I'm going to get into the gym, okay, I'm going to eat better, okay, I'm going to do this, and I didn't follow through. And when you start to keep the promises you make to yourself, it makes a world of difference. It's so simple, and yet it's so easy to overlook. If anyone in your life was making you empty promises that they never followed through on, would you trust them? Would you feel secure in them? No. So to develop that sense of security and confidence in yourself is incredible. That's a huge confidence builder. Not just, the physical appearance. You can't focus on that. That won't give you confidence. What gives you confidence is knowing that you will follow through on the things you say. You're able to accomplish the things you put your mind to, and you can perform when you want to and when you need to. So those were probably the groundwork pieces for what got me to this place, and I'm really grateful to those basics for getting me here. I don't think I had too much more to say. I should probably get back on the road, try to finish my route out, but all I can say is I'm so grateful that I finally took myself seriously and decided to get on this path. And if anyone sees this and wants to get on that path too, I would highly encourage you to start small, but start and be committed to it. Build that trust in yourself, build that confidence, and pretty soon you're gonna start seeing some gains. know, you're going to start putting one foot in front of the other day after day, staying consistent with your habits, adding in new ones as those habits become part of your routine and part of your lifestyle. And as you stack up these things one after another in small bites and manageable things over the course of a few years, you're going to be astounded at the change you have. It's very much like going to the gym, because when you start going to the gym, you can't expect to lift weights for 3 weeks and look like a bodybuilder all of a sudden. It takes years of slow, persistent progress that's almost hard to notice in the day-to-day, but when you look back, it's a totally different person. So best of luck to anyone who's out there trying their best, moving towards a better life and moving towards a happier, healthier, more content version of themselves. It's really all we can do in life, and I think that's the most important thing we can do in life, is treat ourselves well and try to find peace and contentment in the present moment. So thanks for listening, thanks for chatting, and I'm going to finish up. I'll talk to you before I end my day. Okay, another day done. I'm heading back to the station now. I'm gonna pull up and drop my stuff off, get clean, and head home for a nice night. I think it was a good day. All things considered, I'm really happy with the way it turned out just internally for me. And one of the big things that was crazy is that I went all the way till 6 p.m. with just no stimulation, just worked, no music, no podcast, anything like that, no earbuds in. It was great. I think that's a personal record for damn sure. Usually I try to give myself some time of focus without stimulation for a few hours in the morning, but that was a record for sure. So I'm going to try to keep that up, because let me tell you, when I put that music on at like 6:15 for the first time all day, it was like I was listening to music stoned. It was like that real euphoric music listening experience. So I'm happy, and I would definitely recommend to anyone out there to try to go through your day without stimulation and see how it feels, and see how much more you appreciate those stimulations when you finally get to them at the end of the day. So anyway, pulling up to the station now. Thanks a lot for hanging out and chatting and being on my day with me. I had a good day, and I hope everyone did too. I guess I'll sign off. Good night.